Good day, ladies and gentlemen, friends. Thanks for giving me this opportunity to catch up to what maybe you guys already know. So, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the me of them all? And the answer is really quite simple and obvious, so actually I'm thinking that I'm the one who's catching up. And the answer is that it's everyone. Everyone is your mirror. Before we used mirrors and objects, we had water, and we used water as a reflective tool to learn about who we were. But before water, what did we have? Human beings. Human beings learned about who they were by looking at other human beings. So, your outer landscape is a reflection of your inner landscape. What does this mean? It means that you attract and manifest the people and places, the supports, the challenges, and the comforts and discomforts in your life that are relevant to you, that reflect who you are, and it's basically a chance to learn about yourself and discover yourself. So, what you want to do is pay attention to the people and the situations, especially the emotions, that give you the biggest emotional charge. The reason is because the things that give you the biggest emotional charge are often the things that you harbor in yourself, but don't often see. So that greatest friend or that greatest foe, displaying those qualities and those emotions that you don't see in yourself, the truth is that they're actually in you, and you only see them in the other person because you know them in yourself, whether it's at a higher or lower level of awareness. So, why is this the way it is? It is the universe, and it's the way the universe works. So, all things unfold from a point towards infinity, and then it's recycled, okay? Trees unfold from seeds, democracy unfolds from vision and action, human beings unfold from a genetic and energetic, or some might say spiritual DNA. Now, as a human being, how does your reality unfold? It unfolds from your thoughts. Your thoughts inform your reality. You have a thought, and then you do something that's related to this thought to either make it happen or make it not happen. So, the next part of the puzzle is the game of Tetris, actually. The universe likes to allow us to play Tetris. So who is familiar with Tetris? Who's played it before? That's cool. I love Tetris. So the basic premise is that you have falling geometric shapes, and you get to rotate them and fit them into an existing structure in order to clear rows, earn points, and increase your challenge level. So what players do, especially advanced players and expert players, is that rather than manipulating that shape in their mind before they slot it in, is that they rotate it on screen, basically, and see where it fits, and then fit it in. They do this to decrease the mental load, to increase their speed of performance, and to increase their accuracy of performance. These are called epistemic actions, and they're cognitive functions. Other epistemic actions are like writing notes. Maybe some of you are writing notes, or you use a BlackBerry to plan your day. And so what the universe does is it gives us people to interact with as epistemic partners. What's the point of this? What do we do with it? So what? It is a chance to discover. It's a chance to discover yourself, that you are at the center of the universe. This is a mandala, and it's a geometric representation of the universe used by Buddhists, Hindus, and Jungians that centers the human perspective at the core. All of the world is your Tetris board. It's your Tetris screen to work with. We use people to work out our own stuff. So what we do with this knowledge is that we learn about others through ourselves. We learn to love others through loving ourselves, and vice versa. We learn to love ourselves finally, especially about those qualities that you have the biggest emotional charge with. That angry colleague, that difficult partner, that spouse, that wonderful, beautiful person who's not really like me. The truth is, they're actually reflecting who you are inside. So what, again, with people? It gives you the chance to see more and judge less. When you see the other, when you see that disabled person, that black person, that white person, that gay person, that parent, that child, that enemy, that colleague, that boss, as the other, who is actually a reflection of yourself, when you see the me in the other, you get to dissolve conflict. You get to release the emotional charge because you're basically working with yourself. And I want to illustrate that with an example with a boss I had last year. Very difficult relationship at the start. Oh, geez, I thought she was very overbearing and inefficient, very critical of her and her leadership style. And I tried many things. I tried the Stephen Covey, the John Maxwell. I tried speaking to colleagues and figuring out how the heck do we work with this woman. But it was one day when I was journaling that I realized that what I was critical of in her was the me in her. I saw that what I saw as inefficient and overbearing in her was basically the same in my own leadership practice, that she was only overbearing and inefficient in my perception. And after I realized this, I dissolved that conflict automatically. It just went away, and we began to grow personally and professionally. And for my sake, I can speak, I grew profoundly from that experience. So journaling and listing and mind mapping are one of the ways in which you can figure out who you are and go on this journey of self-discovery. Another cool thing is to just try it. Try it right now. Choose a person who either brings you a lot of comfort or discomfort. Just for a few seconds. If you've got somebody, list a few qualities, list 3 qualities in that person that you like. And the task is to find 3 pieces of evidence in your own life and in your own actions where you've displayed this quality. Now, with the same person, choose 3 qualities that you don't like. And see evidence in your own life where you displayed that same quality. And this is a task maybe for later and after TED, because you're just beginning to tap into this way of thinking now. See all the world as your tetrasport. You basically use it to understand yourself. Now bringing this into water and the earth, we see others how we see ourselves, so we treat others how we treat ourselves, and we treat the earth how we treat ourselves. The external challenges of the supply and energy crises and mismanagement are reflections of our own internal mismanagement. Who here isn't concerned or hasn't been concerned at some point with their own energy supply management? What if you had to manage your own water resources inside? What I'm asking you now is to just treat the world as if it's your water supply. Thanks.